The development of the Shaheen-III missile underscores Pakistan's continued emphasis on maintaining a credible nuclear deterrent in an increasingly volatile region. This missile system, with its extended range and sophisticated technology, represents a significant leap in Pakistan's military capabilities. It serves as a potent countermeasure to India's missile advancements, which have increasingly incorporated long-range and multi-stage capabilities. Beyond the India-Pakistan rivalry, however, the Shaheen-III raises broader concerns about regional stability and the potential for an expanded missile race in South Asia, particularly in the context of China's growing influence and the shifting dynamics of US-Pakistan relations. The Shaheen-III missile program is not just a response to India's missile developments. It is also part of a broader strategy to secure Pakistan's strategic position in the region. Over the years, Pakistan has relied on its nuclear and missile capabilities to counterbalance India's conventional military superiority. India's vast conventional forces, coupled with its advanced military technologies, have long placed Pakistan in a precarious security position. Consequently, Pakistan has pursued a strategy of nuclear deterrence, relying on its ballistic missile systems, such as the Shaheen series, to ensure that any potential Indian aggression would come at a high cost. The Shaheen-III is critical to this strategy. Its range allows Pakistan to target all of India, including its northeastern states and strategic locations such as the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which are considered vital to India's second strike capability. The missile's mobility, provided by the Chinese-made Transporter Erector launcher, adds a layer of flexibility, enabling Pakistan to quickly deploy the weapon in response to a threat. Furthermore, the missile's solid fuel technology ensures that it can be kept on high alert and launched within minutes if necessary. This high state of readiness makes the Shaheen-III a formidable part of Pakistan's strategic nuclear forces. The missile's potential future upgrade to include multiple independent re-entry vehicles is particularly concerning, as it would make the missile even harder to intercept. With MIRVs, the Shaheen-III could carry several warheads that could target different locations simultaneously, complicating India's missile defense systems and enhancing Pakistan's deterrence capability. Given the ongoing advancements in missile defense technology, including the development of systems such as India's Ballistic Missile Defense Shield, Pakistan's interest in MIRVs reflects its intent to counter the growing effectiveness of regional missile defense systems. Pakistan's missile program, particularly the Shaheen series, has always been closely linked to its rivalry with India. This rivalry, shaped by historical tensions, territorial disputes, particularly over Kashmir, and conflicting national security interests, has driven both nations to continuously improve their missile and nuclear arsenals. India's successful testing of the Agni-V, a long-range missile with a range of over 5,200 kilometers, has only intensified the arms race between the two nations. India's efforts to develop a nuclear triad, consisting of land-based missiles, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and air-launched missiles, have prompted Pakistan to bolster its own nuclear deterrent. India's missile systems, such as the Agni series, are part of a larger effort to develop a second strike capability that would ensure retaliation in the event of a nuclear attack. This is a critical component of India's nuclear strategy, which is designed to deter any first strike by Pakistan or China. However, Pakistan's missile development strategy has largely focused on ensuring a credible first strike capability that could neutralize India's second strike options, especially in the event of a nuclear exchange. In this context, the Shaheen-III's range and mobility give Pakistan the ability to reach critical Indian targets, including military installations, missile defense systems, and command centers, which could be crucial in the early stages of a conflict. The dynamic between India's Agni-V and Pakistan's Shaheen-III is emblematic of the broader arms race in South Asia, where both countries continuously strive to one-up each other in terms of missile range, accuracy, and warhead capability. The rivalry between the two nuclear-armed neighbors has created a volatile strategic environment, where any miscalculation could have catastrophic consequences. Both nations have maintained a delicate balance of deterrence, with Pakistan's missile arsenal serving as a counterbalance to India's superior conventional forces and nuclear capabilities. However, this balance is increasingly being tested by the rapid pace of missile development in both countries. Pakistan's nuclear doctrine has traditionally been centered around the concept of credible minimum deterrence, which emphasizes maintaining a nuclear arsenal sufficient to deter aggression without provoking an arms race. However, as Pakistan develops more advanced missile systems like the Shaheen-III, its nuclear posture appears to be evolving. The missile's extended range and potential for future upgrades suggest that Pakistan may be moving towards a strategy of assured retaliation, which involves the ability to strike back at an adversary with devastating force, even in the event of a nuclear attack. This shift could have significant implications for regional stability, as it may encourage India to pursue further enhancements to its missile defense systems, or even consider preemptive strikes. The deployment of the Shaheen-III is also a signal to Pakistan's strategic partners, notably China, and to a lesser extent, Iran and North Korea. China's role in Pakistan's missile development is well established, with Chinese technical expertise contributing to the development of Pakistan's nuclear-capable missiles. The relationship between the two countries has been strengthened by shared security interests, particularly in countering India's growing regional influence. Pakistan's missile cooperation with North Korea and Iran has raised concerns about the proliferation of missile technologies, with the U.S. expressing particular concern over the transfer of sensitive technologies to these countries. The U.S. has imposed sanctions on Pakistani entities involved in missile development, but these efforts have been largely ineffective in curbing the pace of Pakistan's missile advancements. The growing sophistication of Pakistan's missile arsenal, particularly the Shaheen-III, has also become a point of tension between Pakistan and the United States. In December 2021, the U.S. imposed sanctions on several Pakistani entities involved in missile development, including the National Development Complex, which plays a central role in the country's missile program. These sanctions are part of the U.S. government's broader efforts to curb the spread of missile technologies that could potentially destabilize the region and contribute to the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. The U.S. has long been concerned about the proliferation of missile and nuclear technologies, particularly in regions like South Asia and the Middle East. Pakistan's missile development efforts, especially in collaboration with countries like North Korea and Iran, have raised alarm in Washington, which has sought to prevent the spread of these technologies. However, Pakistan has repeatedly defended its missile program, asserting that it is essential for maintaining national security and protecting its sovereignty. Islamabad has also accused the U.S. of undermining regional stability through its discriminatory non-proliferation policies, which it argues disproportionately target Pakistan while ignoring the missile development programs of other countries, including India and China. The U.S.-Pakistan relationship has been strained by these tensions, particularly after the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan in 2021. The deterioration of bilateral relations has made it more difficult for the U.S. to exert influence over Pakistan's missile program. Despite the imposition of sanctions, Pakistan continues to pursue its missile development goals, including the enhancement of the Shaheen-III's capabilities. This has led to a growing sense of mistrust between the two countries, with each viewing the other's actions through a lens of suspicion and strategic competition.